Hey everybody, it's me, CrazyFrankie, and I'd like to welcome you to my Week 5 4 key game picks. Before we get into Week 5, let's chat a little bit about Week 4, shall we? As many of you know, the professional referees are finally back after negotiations finally went through with them and the league. It's about time, and it's very good to hear that they're back. After what happened on what happened a couple of weeks ago on Monday Night Football between the Packers and the Seahawks, I'm sure everybody saw that game, or at least saw the highlights, and in fact how the Packers got screwed out of a win. Speaking of the Packers and the referees, if anybody saw the Saints-Packers game, let's just say that the Packers were very, very close to getting fucked by the referees again. Only this time by the professionals. If you saw that game, there was a kickoff or a punt return, I think, late in the game, where one of the Saints players fumbled the ball. The Packers did recover it, but unfortunately the referee said it was ruled down by contact. And I saw a replay of that many, many times, and really, that really was a fumble. I don't know, but the Packers couldn't challenge that because they used all their challenges in that game, so that really was a little bit devastating. Packers ended up winning in the end, but it could have been even devastating if they would have lost that game, all because of some missed calls by referees. Going to a little bit on the New York Jets here, they got their ass whipped by the 49ers. I think one of my favorite moments out of Week 4 has to be Coach Rex Ryan's press conference. If anybody, find it on YouTube or something like that, and just watch his press conference. It's hilarious. I love what he said in that conference, saying that you know, we just got our ass kicked. The recipe, here's a recipe: turnovers and fumbles. I thought it was one of the funniest things I've heard all year long by Rex Ryan. I mean, I've known the Ryans for years as an NFL fan. That family is just hilarious. Oh boy, it won't be long. I think it's gonna be. It won't be long now before they probably would make a quarterback change, and it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, the fans are starting to debate that already, whether to put Tim Tebow in there or not. Santonio Holmes got hurt in that game, and there's no official ruling yet of what will happen, as if the Jets didn't need any injuries right now. Boy, that team is they're a circus. They're a circus wreck, I tell you. I don't even know. If you're a Jets fan, you got to be so discouraged right now. I mean, this is just bad. Really, really bad. When you talk about turnovers, I think nobody had it worse than the Chiefs did. I mean, I saw that game. I mean, I'm a Chargers fan, so I saw that game. 6 turnovers. Give the Chargers defense a lot of credit in that game. 6 turnovers they forced. Unbelievable. Falcons, Texans, Cardinals. All undefeated. They're 4-0. Well, I think the Falcons win was more. Well, I think out of all the games, the Falcons beating the Panthers in a close game, I think was actually pretty impressive when it looked like they were going to lose that game. Texans, they're beating mediocre teams, so I really can't count them as an elite team just yet. Same thing with the Cardinals too. They're getting lucky off their wins. But I still stand by my statement from last week that the Atlanta Falcons, in my opinion, at least for the time being right now, are the best team in the NFL this year. Patriots, after trailing in the second half, came back and just laid a whooping on the Buffalo Bills. That didn't surprise me. Okay, maybe it did a little bit, but other than that, that's my Week 4 notes. Let's get into Week 5. First key game is the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Philadelphia Eagles. Steelers are coming off a bye week. Harrison and Palomalu should be back for this game, from what I'm reading from the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will definitely help their defense a lot. Their defense needs a lot of help right now after a bad, heartbreaking loss a couple of weeks ago to the Oakland Raiders. Philadelphia, they were lucky to come off a win against the Giants last week. It was a very close game they had at Philadelphia. So, who do I have in this game? If I'm going to go with defense here, I got to go with the Steelers here. I think the Steelers defensively, with their key players back, I think they're going to cause problems for Michael Vick all game long. The Philadelphia Eagles, they're missing the key offensive tackle. and that really could be one of their weaknesses in their offense. So I'm gonna say that the Pittsburgh Steelers win. I'll pick the Steelers over the Eagles, even though I also like the Eagles too, but I think defensively is going to be a problem for them. So I'm going to say the Steelers over the Eagles. Key game number 2, the Atlanta Falcons against the Washington Redskins. Atlanta, as I was saying earlier, coming off a come from behind victory against the Panthers. A lot of people question the fact that is there any weaknesses in that team? Maybe. The Redskins, they also had to come from behind from their game against Tampa Bay. Robert Griffin III, or RG3 for short. He's done a fantastic job. I got to give this guy a lot of credit. He's really leading this Redskins team. But I think, to me, with the way Atlanta's playing right now, I don't think the Redskins have enough in this game. I'm going to say the Falcons win. Could be a tight game. I don't know. But the way the Falcons are playing right now, it's hard for me to go against them. So I'm going to say the Atlanta Falcons, they will beat the Washington Redskins in this game. Key game number 3, the Patriots against the Broncos. It is Brady versus Manning again. Well, Manning was hurt last year, so the Patriots and Colts last year really wasn't much since Peyton Manning was hurt. So the rivalry's reunited again. Are we looking at a quarterback duel? Maybe. Well, if you look at this matchup, I mean, these two longtime rivals, I mean, they've been going at it for a long time. It's kind of died down a bit since Peyton Manning is getting older and he just coming off an injury. The Broncos really, I mean, they did a great job of tearing up the Raiders, but then again, the Raiders suck anyways. It's tough to say for this game here. I don't know if the Broncos have enough to beat the Patriots. I mean, all hindsight said, more than likely, I would say the Patriots win this game. The Patriots offense finally got it going last week against Buffalo. So it might be a close game, but I will say the Patriots beat the Broncos. I mean, Peyton Manning, he doesn't have enough offensive weapons in that Broncos offense. Defense is a bit of a question. Patriots, I think win. They win this game. So I can't really give a score here. So I say they win in this game. So I'm going to say the Patriots beat the Broncos here. Fourth key game is the Thursday night game between the Arizona Cardinals and the St. Louis Rams. As many of you know, every time I go into my fourth key game pick here, it's considered an upset here. So I don't know. With the way, I mean, Cardinals are slight favorite in this one, and the Rams and the Cardinals, they do play their games pretty tight. So, and the way, I mean, the Cardinals are coming off lucky wins, in my honest opinion. I mean, they're lucky to be 4-0 right now. The Rams, they're getting it together a little bit here. I mean, they're an on and off team right now. I don't know what to expect from this game. The game is in St. Louis. So I'm gonna go all out here. I'm gonna go for the upset here. I'm gonna say the St. Louis Rams beat the Cardinals. I mean, this is gonna be a nail biter here. It's gonna be a very close game. Whenever these two teams play, these games are tight. It'll definitely be a close game. Well, I'm not gonna be able to see this game because I have classes on Thursday night. So make sure you check out the rest of my picks. I'm not going to be able to see that game, so I'm going to go out and say this is an upset here. I'm going to say the Rams beat the Cardinals. Well, for my basis for this pick, I mean, like I said, the Rams are an on and off team. They were lucky to get a win off the Seahawks when it looked like the Seahawks were going to win that game. So, but the Rams are slowly getting it together. Cardinals, if they start going behind, I mean, it's going to be tough if they fall further behind in games. I mean, they really can't. Their luck probably is going to run out sooner or later if from all these come from behind wins. I mean, they're playing a little bit better and they are a slight favorite in this one. But I mean, Kelvin Cobb has done a great job quarterbacking that team. But Stafford is getting it together for the Rams, so I kind of will say I'm going to go all out on the upset here. So I'm going to say that the Rams beat the Cardinals here, and that's my upset pick for week number 5. Well, anyways, that's it. that's it for my 4 key game picks. Make sure you check out my blog at CrazyFrankie56.blogspot.com for all of my Week 5 picks. And until then, have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week. For now, take care.